One, two, three. This is your girl Zayna Bunny. Today is what is it? June 13th, 2023. Usually I say this is the day blah 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 being blah 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 years old, or this is the Note to Self podcast and all that, but I don't feel like that. I feel like I need to rebrand everything. Everything. Let me check the volume. But it was a good day. Today was my first day of work. I can't really talk too much about it, like, because, it's private. They want you to be mature. Being mature is like one of the hardest things for me because I don't know. No, it's not. Being mature is okay. Why am I even on here? Because I still said I'm gonna come on every day, so here I am. Anyways, yeah, but you get it. If you got a certain kind of job, you can't talk too much. So, and it made me wonder, like, they look at your social media, and then it makes me extra paranoid because it's like, the shit I got on here. Let me put my bubbles up. The shit I got on here, it's like, I don't know, if I looked at it from an employer standpoint, it's like, do I really want to hire her? Yada, yada, yada. But I've said multiple billions of times, I'm a very dedicated person to whatever I put my mind to. Maybe not to myself, but when it comes to like doing a good job and making an impression, yeah, I'm pretty dang good at that. That makes me feel good. So I guess I can briefly talk. I'm not going to give like mad details, but basically, I love it so far. It was just orientation, watch videos and stuff. I hung out I hung out with some people I never met before. So, you know how you have like a class that you graduate with, like, when you go to school and shit. So basically, these are my homies. These are my fellow students, and that's cool. It made me think about college, though. Like, I haven't seen a PowerPoint in years. Like, I almost haven't seen a PowerPoint in 10 years. Actually, it's been 10 years since I've seen a PowerPoint. And I was just like, wow, nothing has really changed. I remember we had a PowerPoint in school. It was like, okay, well, do you remember back in the day, like early 2000s and shit? And like they would have the one that is like totally clunky plastic, and then they have to write on, do you call it, expo marker, and it would project onto the wall and stuff. Then they came out with a PowerPoint projector thing where you could actually pull down like this white board, like a white canvas, and you can touch the screen and it would make the screen do stuff. So we've come a long way. I mean, not today, but I haven't seen a PowerPoint like that in a while. I wonder if they still have those. I'm sure like high schools have them. I don't know. But it was interesting being in a learning environment again. Um, I want Bean to find something that he's interested in doing and sees himself doing for a long time. So there I go, dedicating myself to the goodness of others. But I'll find him something that he'll like. But the thing is, like, when you want change, you have to work for it. And I'm not like the type of person to be like talking all that shit. Yeah, I am. Talking all that shit, like positive shit, and then don't follow my own advice. That's me. Sometimes, most of the time. I'm gonna be honest. But there's just always that other part of me that's just like, if you don't help yourself, no one's gonna fucking help you. And I think I got that from Grandpa, because it was just like he was so isolated and alone. Like, no family, no friends. And when he did have them around, they were stealing shit from him. So it was just like, I don't know. So I just don't want that shit to happen to me. And then I told you, like, he went blind or whatever. So, I don't know if it's genetic. I think I did like a DNA test and it said that eventually I might be blind. Like I have like a gene that, I mean, there's a possibility I might end up blind. So, I mean, I don't know. I gotta set myself up right. And then for the first time in a long time, I got some health care. And the thing about that is, like, I don't want to go to the doctor, you know? I just don't. Like, I mean, don't you think, like, when people have something, like, really wrong with them, and, like, you know, or they have, like, like, nothing's wrong with them, and then they end up going to the doctor, or, like, they have a little checkup, next thing you know, they have, like, 2 months to live. Like, I don't want to go through that, especially if I can't fix anything about it, or it's just gonna be, like, like, the treatment will be just horrible. I don't know if I could do it. But then again, I think I can do anything I put my mind to. But one thing I will challenge myself on, besides like the work part of stuff, and I just wanted to add, I have to represent myself a little bit more maturely. So, I don't know. I'm still going to be silly and stuff, but like, you know, I have to have a little bit of class now, you know? So, I wonder how that's going to be, which is a good thing, because we all have to grow up sometime. I even took an ID, and I didn't look as bad as I thought. I mean, like, I do look a little poofy. Someone gave me a compliment today. It was just like, you look really young. And I was just like, oh, thank you. But I wasn't gassed up, you know. I was like a little bit skeptical. But, you know, take the compliment. Some people just don't take the compliment. And, yeah, I can't really talk about politics and shit. Can't really do that. I gotta remain mutual. So, I mean, whatever. I mean, it really makes things like, does it matter though, you know? I've been wondering that lately too. So either way, it was probably going to come down to that. Like, you know, fuck it. I also need to stop cursing. Need to work on that too. But what am I going to do? What was I going to talk about? I was going to bring something up. But anyways, I don't know. I got these like Hershey Kiss almonds. Like they're like the individual Hershey Kisses. And I had one that was called Milkalicious, so it was like an extra creamy Hershey Kiss. And then this time I got like Hershey Kiss with almond. Now these bags cost like $3. And I'm just like, really? You know, you could go to the Dollar Tree and get them for like $1.25 with a little food tax. But, I mean, I saw it at the checkout and I was like, I gotta get it. Cause you ever just be like minding your business and you about to check out and then they put all those nice snacks or lighters or what, chapstick, shit like that, and then you just feel like you need to get bubble gum. That's where I usually be getting my weird snacks from. And I tried to make Anchoritos again tonight, and it wasn't the same, because sometimes when Bean has to go to bed, he just, like, boils shit together. Like, you know, like, he just rushes through it. Like, you can tell when somebody is just not putting their love and care into a meal. Like, they're just like, you know, I have to eat this quick, and I'm laying down. So it was just, like, it kind of felt sloppy. I don't know. I didn't like it. To be fair, I think I poured too much red sauce on, but you know, whatever. I saved it. I didn't throw it out though. It's one thing I just don't like to do. I don't like to throw out food. Either I'm gonna compost it, that might not be too good either. But I mean, at least the animals can eat out there. But then again, you have the pests, and then once you get the pests, you can't get rid of them. So I don't know. And I was making a bet with Bean. I was just like, okay, we got this salad here. And even though it's withering in the refrigerator, I bet if we put this salad outside, it's going to last a whole month. So from now until later, I wonder how, I wonder if that salad is still going to be there. Another thing that pees me off with Bean is like he'll turn on the AC all night and it's cold as F. Why am I censoring myself? See, but I'm going a good direction. And then he'll just like blow his nose and talking about, look at all this phlegm. I'm just like, bitch, that's because you had the fucking air on cold all night. And I just can't stand it. I just don't know how people can just sleep in the cold like that. You know, sometimes like you gotta have the air on, but jeez. You end up with what do you call it? A draft cold? And those would be the worst. Like once I found out like there's a way to purposely give yourself a draft cold so you don't have to go to school, because I did that one time. Like I left the window open in the nighttime. This was like early spring. This was in New York. I left the window open on purpose. And then like I got that draft cold, but then like I still had to go to school. And I was so pissed off. So I didn't do that shit again. And yeah. I did some dumb shit when I was younger. And then, not to mention, someone added me on Instagram that I haven't talked to in a long time. Being really brief here, vague. And I don't know, like, I feel like I've just moved on, you know? It's not like a relationship thing. It's just like, you know, some people just make you feel secondhand embarrassment. Like, you're not in that place anymore, like you've grown. So I don't know, it's just weird. Some people just strike weird memories and stuff within you, and you just don't want to be a part of that anymore. So I don't know, I didn't ignore them, but I don't know. But Instagram is surely addicting, because I was just scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. And I think that's why I couldn't sleep last night. I think also I couldn't sleep last night because I drank like a big ass cup of prune juice, and it's just like I kept on feeling like, oh god, I have to use the bathroom, but you know, nothing really came. TMI. Next thing I know, it's time for me to get on the road, because like I think I told you guys, you got rush hour traffic, or maybe I was talking to my classmates about this, but you got rush hour traffic like 3 times a day. You got early morning when everybody's going to work or school, and then you got lunchtime when people are just, you know, getting lunch quickly. And then you have that afternoon traffic when people are getting off of school and work, and it's just like hectic. Like all of it's hectic, and you know, sometimes you just gotta go with the flow with the traffic. That's how I just be feeling. Like usually I'm just like really defensive driver, but sometimes you have to drive like assholes to get where you need to go. But I don't like to do that, because it's like I read so many stories about like hell, I've seen a video about this guy. This was in the Bronx, and they got like the traffic stops, and the guy gets out of the car, and then he goes up to another car, and then he has a bat, and then he hits their windshield, busts the windshield, and walks back to his car and drives off. What the fuck? If that was me, I would just floored it. To be honest, I don't know. Like I would have let him hit my shit, and then I would have just floored it. I don't know. But what would have happened to the driver? Hell if I know. Hell if I know. But again, I hope everybody is well. I think I'm putting a certain kind of pressure on myself. I don't know why. I feel like I can do so much better, and I'm getting there though. I just don't know. I don't know, maybe I thought having all that time to myself, it would have been like, oh, I can make more videos, yada yada yada. I can make more videos and shit like that, but it just didn't feel inspired. Like I've talked to this with my best friend before. Like I mean, she doesn't totally agree with me, but I was just saying, like, if you don't work, I mean, every day feels like a vacation. Like, you know, if you party all the time, what good is it to go to a party? You know what I mean? So I can't wait to work my ass off till I can't do it. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't wait to lose weight. That's what I'm saying. I can't wait. Like summer's coming. I'm trying to sweat and work my ass off, get this money, and get to the top. Like Sharpay said in High School Musical, bop, 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 bop to the top. So I'm doing that. And I don't know, I think my working out is paying off. Like now I'm just stuck at like maybe like 141. I did drop to 138, but then again you gotta add in hormones and shit, so I don't know. But that's a good thing I did get health insurance so I can get my hormones checked out. But I don't know. That would be interesting. Um I really can't complain. I really can't complain. I still feel like getting this position was a sign from above, if you get me. Like when you ask for something and it feels like it's taking forever to come, but when it comes, it just comes right on time. And that's what I'm feeling right now. So I can't complain. I'm really happy. Um, Other than that, I can't really talk about what I do. So I'll leave it at that. But today was an awesome day, and I'm so thankful for the opportunity. What else is in my plans? All right, there's a couple things I want to do. I want to do cooking videos. I have a tripod, and I have two good cameras, but I have a really good camera. I just need a better SD card or find the SD card I got. That would be good. But I don't know what I want to make. Maybe we can just find ingredients off the internet and do it, but that's an idea. Um, what else? All right, cooking. I wanted to show people how to sew stuff. Uh, I don't know, like you ever patch shit up or like put a patch on clothes? You know, you ever sewed a hole back like in your sock? Have you ever done that? I was watching a Nuka Zeus video and I like his video style, like how he edits with the green screen. Like I want to do something with green screen. But granted, we have like TikTok and stuff like that, so that's easy. I think it's called Chroma on what do you call it? What's that thing called? OBS Studio. So I don't know. Maybe I need to get a little green screen backdrop. I could do that. I just wonder how I'm gonna hook it up, but I can do that. My other thing is like I still want to make my doomsday bunker. Don't know why. Some just telling me get as many pork and beans as you can. Stack that shit up, rotate it, get some water, all of that. And I've been inspired by a lot of like architecture videos lately. Um yeah. Like sometimes like I watch those videos and I just don't get how things can cost like $1 million. Like not $1 million. It'll be like $200 million, and you know damn well that shit was like probably $1 million like what, 5 years ago? Something like that. But I'm kinda looking forward for the housing bubble to pop too. Cause I do want to rent out properties. I want to open up a restaurant. Oh no, I'm shooting for the stars now. But that would be something. You know, I want to cut people's grass, especially like old people's grass. I want to deliver food like Meals on Wheels and stuff. I do want to get another car, so like if like my car gets fucked up, I have another one. Um, that's shit I want to do for the community. Yeah, I don't know. Just shit to think about. But I can't stay up long. Yeah, that's unfortunate though. That's the other thing. But I'm probably gonna end up staying up. I really want to drink this coffee in the refrigerator though, and I know I shouldn't because I'm gonna get gassy, and then I'm probably gonna end up staying up. So I don't know. Coffee sounds so good right now, and I have these Lucky Charm s'mores. I swear I've been talking about this shit for months, and I finally opened the box. That shit was so good. Like I don't know, I felt so guilty eating it, but it was just like, you ever feel so guilty, but you just like, oh my god, I can't stop. That, and then I had like these shrimp ramen noodles, and they're so good. They're in the cabinet. At least ramen noodles are still cheap, relatively. But I do need to clean up my diet, definitely. Like I don't know, cause like last night, or maybe it was 2 nights ago, I got so damn hungover, and I was just like, I don't want to eat nothing no more. Like, you ever just be feeling like that? But like, I was just like, I don't even want to eat fish. But then I started thinking about um hold up. Oh, I started thinking. Also, shout out to Tumblr Live. I didn't know that was like really a thing, but people really be on there. And it reminds me of TikTok. I don't know. But it's interesting. Very talented people on Tumblr. Like when you watch the artists and they're communicating with other artists and they're sharing their opinions and like how they should like market their ideas and stuff. Like I was fucked up and I was just like watching them talk, and then the internet gave out on one of them and I was like, damn, you know. But that shit was like, it was very interesting. I love watching like artists and art and, you know, people exchanging ideas like that. Very talented people on Tumblr. I would go grab my phone and look up what their names were, but I'll do that next time. I gotta go to bed. Sometimes I just talk until I get tired. Is that called filibustering or something like that? Anyways, what else? I've been thinking about making a meatloaf. I should show you guys how to do that. Like, okay, basically like you get like a loaf pan, and like I guess in another bowl you mix up like onions. I love putting onions in food. But mix up your onions, your ground beef. If you want to be fancy, add bacon over the top of the meatloaf. And I have like this special thing I do with what do you call it? Something special. It's like a sauce. So basically it's just ketchup and barbecue sauce. Also, there's another thing. See the food that I'm talking about? It just doesn't sound healthy. But like basically, the other thing I was gonna talk about is, oh, and I put hot sauce on top of that meatloaf, of course. So meatloaf, barbecue, ketchup, and Texas Pete. Did I say it all? Ketchup, Texas Pete, barbecue sauce. I fucks with that. One thing that does make me nauseous though is like fried onions. Like, you never seen those crispy fried onions in the tin can? Who's really eating it? I don't know. Something that makes me think. But anyways, the other thing I wanted to talk about was what do you call this shit? It's like meatballs, but they're like jelly and barbecue. Yeah, jelly barbecue meatballs. Them junk is good there. So, and since we have a grill, my brother's grill, we could make him like kebabs or something like that. But I don't even know what I want to put on the kebab. Like, of course meatballs sound good. They at the supermarket they have like bacon wrapped pork or something, bacon wrapped chicken or something like that. I mean, I would eat it. That don't sound too bad, but it would have to have like barbecue on it. And I had to clear out some condiments out the refrigerator because like I just had this old ass, was it Tostino? What is that brand? It's the tortilla brand, not Doritos, something like that. It's just like salsa, that salsa brand, that famous one. I think it's Tostinos, unless I'm talking about the pizza, the frozen pizza. But anyways, I had guacamole back there, I had ranch back there, and then when I tried to mix up the ranch, it felt chunky as fuck. Like, it just like reminds me of this video I saw with King Cobra, and I'm talking about, that's his name, King Cobra JFS. I like watching his videos. But anyways, like, he poured alcohol into this like milk type drink or something like that. Anyways, it congealed. Like, so basically is it the word congealed? It curdled. So basically he was drinking curdled milk, and I was just like, what the fuck? A lot of people are just like, what the fuck? But I mean, isn't curdled milk cheese or like cottage cheese or sour cream? I'm guilty of loving sour cream a little bit too much though. Like I could put sour cream in my taco, put sour cream in my grits, sour cream on my omelet. I fucks with sour cream. I really want a egg burrito, like a breakfast burrito with cream cheese and hot sauce. That sounds good. And I can make that at home. But I don't think I'm gonna have time to eat tomorrow. I might have time to sip on some coffee. But the only thing I need to just bring to work is like maybe water. And then it's like I don't even want to take bathroom breaks, because if you start taking too many bathroom breaks, people just start looking at you funny, like this person don't want to work, and I'm not trying to get that first impression. Hell no. I work my ass off. It's like I'm not even a human. That's how I want it to be. I want to work so hard I have a mental breakdown. Is that bad? Would you say that's an effect of capitalism? Who knows? But that's what I want. So I said cooking videos, showing people how to sew shit up, or just doing shit and not really talking too much, because sometimes I just feel like I talk. Oh, and I just remembered maybe I should save up for a gaming computer so I can play like Grand Theft Auto RP or something like that. I know Abby wanted to play that, so I'll play that and Red Dead maybe. But I really want to get it so I can like edit videos a little bit deeper, and I need to get like a magic mouse for my iPad. There's so much shit I want, and when you want a lot of shit, you gotta work for it. Just like Britney Spears said, you better work, bitch. And I will say, this is the most unenthusiastic Pride Month ever. I've never seen such a bland rainbow month, and you know why. Like, I'm telling you, like, it's a kind of a real turn off. I don't know, but I understand every side of it, and I can't really talk about it because work. But I'm kind of glad the aliens are coming. At this point, is that political? You know what I'm saying? Like, to say I wish aliens were coming, because like hopefully when I see one, I just have a heart attack and don't have to deal with the hell is going to be unleashed upon the planet. But like, beam me up, I'm ready. Like, there's so much going on that is so negative, but it's like we get shown negative stories all the time. We never appreciate the positive. That's what really sucks. So I don't know, I feel good. And I don't want to just say I feel good because good things are happening. I gotta spread that goodness. So I hope everybody out there is doing well. I apologize for the faceless video, but I will be back. I just don't know what to wear, honestly. But I do need to go to bed. I do need to text people back because I was kind of quiet today because I was working. So, as always, peace and love, Bone Thugs and harmony. Thank you, Lord, for letting me live another day, letting us live another day. Hopefully good things happen to everybody who stumbles upon this podcast some way or another, or even just sees my video in the algorithm somewhere. I just hope the thumbnail with the bubbles and the black in the background makes somebody's day, So, love and light, and be good, be careful, and tell somebody that you love them today, because you never know when you might never ever see them again. Now it got really sad, but oh yeah, and I wanted to make videos where I speak in a different language. Okay, but I'm gonna go now. Bye bye, love you guys, subscribe.